我每次都有这个问题，就是能赚钱的吗？还是你们一个月赚多少 ？Online casting to have a body check, and it required the talent to be seen. I was so stressed that she's going to kick me out. What did I get myself into? If you really want to get into modeling, 不要做纹身。Hello， 我是 Casey， 我是一名模特儿，我当模特儿有7年了。Why do all models look mad though? Why don't runway models smile? They all strut down the runway like they're looking to look badass, and they kind of come out. 这个还蛮好笑的。So the model face, right? 很多人很误会是 look crazy, look insane, right? But 很多次是我们在克服一些 nervousness because we have to walk through the entire runway in the same look. 这个表情呢 is a very staple, very easy to maintain if you do like a very kind of face, you know? What do models actually eat and stay so trim? How do you maintain your weight? And my answer was, 我觉得这个问题不能问我，因为我自己本身不diet。我从小是有做很多 sports， 所以我有做游泳啊，有做 track and field 啊。During my training days， 我是比较 chubby 哦。我小的时候吃了还会增肥，但是近年来不大会吧。Try touch wood, OK？ 我不要，我还想要吃。I want to know how you start modeling. 出道的时候是18岁。Before that， 我在 Temasek Poly 的 Retail Management 读书，但是我自己在 Year 2的时候就 drop out. Actually, for basic models, right， 我自己有 sign up 了3次。我那时候也是很怕被拒绝，所以我前2次都没去过 basic 的 open casting。到了第3次，我的朋友也是 sign up。他就逼我，他说我们一起去啦，如果不去的话就很浪费这个机会，所以我们2个就一起去了，就当了模特儿。
如果重来一次，你还会选择 drop out 吗？
如果能重来，我不会选一个 business course， 我就应该会 follow my heart and choose a design course. I'm sure I will still be a model, but 可能我就会拿完我的 diploma 先。但是 I don't regret the choices I make because like 现在我已经做模特做了7年了。It brought me so far in life and taught me so much in life. 我不后悔。Model can earn money one. 我每次都有这个问题，就是能赚钱的吗？还是你们一个月赚多少？这些，我觉得 OK， 赚够，我赚够 enough for myself to eat. Enough for myself to travel. We will stop there.
What do you eat? Where do you travel?
OK， 因为我是做走秀的，对吗？所以每一年呢有2 seasons， 我要在like in Milan 还是巴黎 for 3个月 ，so 我自己要养活自己 for that 3个月 ，enough 啦。Are tattoos a no-go in modeling? Can I model with piercings? Okay, actually 我昨天刚刚才有这个问题，我和我男朋友在 like 讨论这个问题，我们就说呢 ，OK piercings 还好，因为 piercings 还能拿出来，纹身的话呢就比较难，因为 it's permanent. I'm very lucky. 我出道的时候 I'm a clean body, no tattoos at all for 2 to 3 years of my modeling career. After when I came back to Singapore during COVID period， 我也是开始读书了，我就想 OK， since 我已经经历过模特 without tattoos， 我在想 OK， 现在 I will chase my dreams of getting tattoos. So 我 decided to do it, but with the mindset that I won't get any jobs. This is the end of my modeling career. My advice is that if you really want to get into modeling, 不要做纹身。Clean body, there's still the very traditional beauty standards of modeling. No tattoos. Yeah.
你的工作的 opportunities 有比较少吗？
Of course. Yeah, 当然。After 有纹身 right, client 对我的答案 very straightforward. They either want you because you have tattoos, or they don't want you because you have tattoos.
你去做纹身的时候需要 Bonita 的批准吗？其实要，但是我没有跟他说，我就是在做纹身的时候才告诉他的。When I sent her the message with the picture, right, that I was doing, I was so stressed that she's going to kick me out. I was like, oh my god, what did I get myself into? And then I told her she just put her favorite smoke emoji, and then she didn't say anything until 我回去 agency 的时候，她说她 just 这样子。Yeah, but after a while, 就 OK 了。Hello, I have a question. Is it normal for an online casting to have a body check, and it require the talent to be seen?
And it requires the talent to be seen while on undergarments only. Okay, maybe this question was phrased wrongly. Okay, so 我们有时候会有这种online casting， 在欧洲的时候，他们跟你做面试 ，because it's too far away, right? They do like a Zoom meeting or something. 有时候 they want to see you in bikini， 他们要看你有没有纹身，有没有疤痕，还要看你的三围，就 it's very normal, yeah. But if you are saying like online picture, people DM you ask for online picture, then no. Of course, you must make sure 那个 agency 是 very reliable. Because 现在有很多 scam. If it's like Europe, 那里有100多的公司，要真的去做你的 research， 看是不是 legit 的 company. I feel like you have to have a tough skin to be on the modeling industry. I don't think I could handle all the rejections. How common is rejection in this industry? 其实 it's very very true because 做模特呢 people judging your exterior appearance 是真的很直接。我一出道的时候也是没有人告诉我会 casting 会是怎样。When I first went in, I had a culture shock because 你可以排队 for 2-3个小时 but get rejected in like 10 seconds. You know, normal interviews they will still ask you your name and all other information. It's at least like a 30 minutes to an hour interview. But for modeling, it's a very cutthroat industry. 你尽力了就好了。其他的你不要再去想。最尴尬的一次经历，尴尬我倒没有，但是我有一个 I have a lot of nightmare。我那时候就在巴黎的时候住在模特公寓，当时我没有 credit card，我只带了现金。On other days， 我朋友告诉我，在他的抽屉上的钱被偷了。So I went into my room， 我开了我的抽屉，我只剩了20欧。So 我带了600多欧，他偷了我600欧。I was shocked, like what is going on? 我们懂是那位模特偷。我去到警察局报警，他告诉我你有没有拍照 every single note。那个时候我为什么会 Why would I do that? 我哪里懂我钱会被偷？那个 police 就告诉我 You can't get your money back. The person who stole my money 他也不在家。他回来的时候就大包小包的 ，and she told everybody she ate at the Eiffel Tower. And I was like, with whose money? 最尴尬的事情就是 after that, I still saw her at other castings, like the next few years. 跟模特儿谈恋爱最大的挑战是什么？其实我觉得没有什么挑战。One good thing， 因为我男朋友是个模特，对吗？我们可以一起出国。So before that， 我们做 placement 的话，我们要留3个月。但是我每次跟Bonita讲，我1个月半要回来了。Because I'm homesick. But then after 我认识了我的男朋友，我们可以一起出国的时候呢 ，magically 我能待在那边3个月。So I think that's one good thing.
你是怎么认识你的男朋友的？
很多人会以为我们是从模特认识的，但是我们是从 dating app 认识的。2023年我们从 OKC 认识，然后就开始拍拖的时候，我们看了他的 portfolio book， 才发觉到我们2019年有一起拍摄过，但是我们 like no recollection that we shoot before. 好像 there's fate, you know. Modeling doesn't work in Singapore. Modeling in Singapore has no future unless you're top tier and talented. Singapore market is too small. Top models eventually stop and move into entertainment industry, which is also small. Wow, you guys are not supportive of local stuff, huh? I definitely agree. 我们新加坡的圈子比较小。但是 modeling is still viable in Singapore. Casting director, the people that you meet are of familiar faces. So actually, 你去了1-2次的 casting， 他们喜欢你，他们就会常用你。It's not a bad thing, you know.
你是怎么进入这个国际市场？
我那时候训练好像是三个星期，做完了 Bonita 就告诉我，你就去欧洲吧，他就丢我去欧洲。我还记得我第一次做时装周的时候 ，it was a very scary experience。在 Europe 的面试呢，通常是有很多的评判，好像阿玛尼有20个评判，就坐在旁边看你走秀。第一次就还没有走完，也是被拒绝，那种心情是非常 like stress, you know. And then 那时候是面试 for Bulgari， 哇 ，until now I will never forget。因为 overseas 的公司他叫我看那个 YouTube video 做 theatrical catwalk， 对吗？看了我就回家跟我朋友训练。But 我在场的时候我 cannot perform， I just cannot do it。like 我就是很紧张。Then 那个 client 跟我说 ，You just 正常的走，就做你 normal 的 catwalk。我也是做不出来。 那时候client 就跟在我旁边一起走，我知道他很失望，他很想用我，但是我走不出给他。就那时候我心情也是非常重，我去到公园我就哭了，I just let it all out。我连 normal walk 都走不了，我在这里干嘛？老板 Bonita 给过你最好的建议 ，Guys，Bonita 没有比你们想象中那么 fierce， 你懂吗？她已经 over the years 啊，her motherly instinct came out。我在欧洲的时候 ，it's a different time zone，but she's always so readily there for me. Not even my overseas agency reply me first. She reply me first with a different time zone. It's like 2-3 a.m. Singapore time， 帮我 settle 很多东西。There's something 我自己本身 love about Bond because 她好像是我第2个妈妈。给想当模特儿的年轻人一个建议：选一个好的 agency, go and work on yourself. Especially there's a lot of things like the aura, your presence, X factor 这些东西是教不出的。我们能教你的也就是 catwalk classes, posing classes， 这些都是要有自己的风格。So a lot of times 你要 be very diligent to go and work hard, feel that hunger, that drive to always improve yourself in the modeling world. That's my advice to you guys. 就很多人也是有问我 about the new season of Making a Model. Good news is we are going to have it next year. It's Making of a Model Season 5. So please look forward to it. And it's going to be very, very interesting. Thank you for watching. 如果你喜欢这个 video， 记得点赞 and subscribe. 谢谢你。